fly. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Projects. So this week we are going to be doing the last episode of the Art Vacation sketchbook. I have loved doing this summer series. It's been so much fun to bring creativity into all these summery lovely things. But don't worry, you haven't missed out. This sketchbook is still available on my website at thecassieprojects.co.uk with the exclusive sticker, or you can purchase the book on Amazon. The first prompt that we're going to be doing is let's get packing. Draw a suitcase and fill it with all your essentials. What couldn't you travel without? So I'm going to take this prompt fairly literally. I am going to draw my suitcase and fill it with all those items that I just love and adore. First up is my headphones. They are my comfort. They help bring my stress levels down when the world is just too loud. Next up is my art supplies. So I'm going to add some sketchbooks in here, my paintbrushes, and a pencil case filled with pens and pencils. I've got my iPad and my phone, and of course lots of comfortable clothes, my sweats and my hoodies, all those things that make me feel safe and happy. And then I thought I would add my safe foods, lemonade, I love my lemonade, and Walker's crisps, I can never be without. We've got to have our underwear in here, so I'm going to put some super comfy socks and of course a book to read. Something I love about going on holiday is that I have got time to read. It's something that feels like a luxury. I'm going to use my alcohol markers to colour in this piece. I thought it would be super fun. So I'm grabbing out some brown tones to colour in the suitcase, add in some darker tones first and then going in with this lighter brown. I then just sat there colouring in all these little illustrations, all these little items in my suitcase, all my favourite things, which was really therapeutic. I got to appreciate all those little things in my life that make me feel happy, which was really good for my mental health, and I wasn't thinking too hard. Let me know in the comments what you couldn't live without and what you would always take with you wherever you go. It's funny how colouring is so helpful, how relaxing it is. I think it's because you're doing something with your hands and it's something that you haven't got to think too hard about. It just allows you to fully relax and have this outpouring of creative energy all at the same time. So I actually really enjoyed that page and I love how it's turned out. I love that it is a box of all my favourite things. Let's move on to the next prompt. Look up to the sky and paint the beautiful clouds. I went outside and it was super overcast today, so I thought, hey, this is perfect to draw lots of clouds. I just span around trying to find a nice opening of sky that I could copy. I'm going to create a border on this page and I'm going to add washi tape so that I can paint freely but still have this nice square. And then I'm going to add a bright vivid pink underpainting because you know I love to add a sky on top of a pink underpainting. I'm using my acrylic gouache to paint this piece and I'm first going in with all those white clouds and then I'm going to slowly add darker and darker greys to these clouds. And once I'd added all the clouds, then I wanted to go in with the blue sky. You may ask why I would do the blue sky after the clouds, and it's because you get that lovely pink border all around the edge of the clouds, which gives it this extra lovely warmth and this, I don't know, unique pizzazz to it. I just really like the look of it. I actually stole this technique from Mira Byler and I just adore it. I hope you enjoy the noise of it. Let's peel some tape. I really am so proud of this one. I've always found it really hard to do landscapes and skyscapes and seascapes, but I keep persevering with it and I feel like I am improving more and more as time goes on. In the next prompt, I am going to be drawing some cartoony style bugs. And I could never do that a few years ago. I just stuck to copying and realism, and I just didn't feel like I was creative enough to come up with my own characters and creatures. But it's only been through so much practice that I've been able to do this, and I've just stopped being so scared of trying out new things. So the prompt that we're going to be doing is take some holiday snaps. Fill this page with Polaroids of a holiday, yours or a family of cute creatures. Now we've got some Polaroids, let's fill it with pictures of Antonio on holiday. As you can see, I've sketched out these different holiday images. Firstly, we've got Antonio, and he is stood on Tiny Beach with his surfboard, posing for this photograph. We have then got a photo of Antonio with his dad. You may remember the story of Antonio from my big Create This Book collaboration video. If you haven't heard of it, basically this is a story I wrote when I was just 10 years old, and it's all about a day in the life of an ant. And this ant goes on this adventure, and unfortunately at the end the mom dies, and it is so sad. But I've got a really nice surprise. Antonio is actually on holiday with his dad. It's nice to know that Antonio still has his dad around to help him out and to take him on lovely holidays. And here is another little photograph of him at Rocky Restaurant, where he's eating his favourite meal. Do you remember it? That's right, Antonio can eat stones. And what a delicious treat it is. I am going to add a bright, vivid orange background to this page to finish it off. So there is my holiday snap page. I love it, and I'm so glad that I got to bring Antonio back. Talking of which, you can still get the big art collaboration box. It is available on my website, and it's filled with a bunch of goodies. We've got the zine, we've got the prints, the stickers, and even a colouring page. So that is available at thecassieprojects.co.uk. Let's move on to the next prompt. Relaxing on the water. Put a cute animal or character in the floaty, sunbathing in the summer sun. Straight away I thought about my frog, because at the minute he loves sunbathing while sitting in a jar that is for the plants. It's become his favourite little space. He's so happy in there. So I've got to put a little frog in this floaty. This is actually one of my older characters, Vincent Van Croak. He usually sits on a tube of paint, but today he is on holiday, sunbathing in the summer sun. I had fun using my acrylic markers for this one, blending them all together, and then I added this lovely deep blue colour for the water. Vincent is sat in the swimming pool, so I'm also going to add this warm grey backdrop, so this is the side of the pool, and then I'm going to go in with a bright orange floaty to make it really stand out, add in a fluorescent orange and some lighter oranges to add some highlights on there and make it look super glossy. This swimming pool is right next to the beach, so you can see the ocean in the backdrop as well as the sky, and I'm going to bring that prompt back in there, but using a white jelly roll pen. I'm going to then use that pen to add all those little glimmers in the water, to add highlights to the glass and to add the tiles in the background, and I just adore this one. It's my absolute favourite of the day. I usually go in with a fine liner, but for this one I just left it as is, and I think that that worked really nicely. Finally, we are going to be doing the prompt, use vibrant colours. Pick your brightest and most vibrant neon colours to create the most energetic picture. For this I thought pop art would work perfectly, so I have split this page into 4 sections, and I am going to draw a piece of fruit cut in half on each of them. So we've got a lemon, we've got an orange slice, we have got a pear, and we've got some watermelon. I then chose 4 of my brightest alcohol markers. I added this orange, which is going to sit behind the lemon slice. We've got that bright vivid pink to sit behind the pear. We've got a blue to sit behind the orange. Finally, a green to sit behind the watermelon. I chose those colours because I think that they'll really contrast contrast against the colours of the fruit. And I'm going to use my fluorescent Artex markers for this one. Firstly, I started going in with my fluorescent green, thinking that I was doing a lime, forgetting that it was supposed to be a lemon, so I covered that up with the fluorescent yellow. So we've got a lemon there. And then we're going to go in with the pear. So we've got this lovely fluorescent green, and then with this paler green in the centre. And then using this super bright orange and adding a lighter orange between all of those segments. And then going in with that lovely fluorescent pink colour for the watermelon, adding those green edges. And to add even more neon colour, I'm going to get out my gel pens. So these were neon gel pens that I picked up from a B&M store, and they're pretty good actually. They did add some luminosity to this drawing. To finish it off, I'm going around those pieces of fruit, 2 of them using a black fine liner and then 2 of them using my white jelly roll pen. I love the vibrancy of this page. It's something that I would never typically do, and those neon colours really do hit you in the face. I just love it. And now to fill in the contents page. So we've done let's get packing, look up to the sky, take some holiday snaps, relaxing on the water, and use vibrant colours. And it is so satisfying completing this entire page. So there you go. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all the prompts that I completed in this sketchbook today. In fact, all of the prompts from this entire series. If you haven't seen me fill in the rest of the pages in this book, you can check out this playlist here, which has all 5 episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.